Hello, my friend. Travelin' Trav here. Here at Labor and Expression of Worth, part of our evolving mission is to support artists like you. I recently visited the Eastern High Plains, where I was delighted to catch up with my old friend and very talented artist, sculptor, and
It's also where all my auto mechanic stuff is.
well, he does many things. This is Ron Shipp at the Reynolds Art Gallery in Portales, New Mexico.
The big empty field and an empty sky. Oh, this one is probably the most spiritual experience I've ever had painting. That was right outside of our house, and that's looking towards the east, so the sun would be behind you, going down. So the sun was going down and shining underneath this coming storm front, giving that golden light like we get here in New Mexico at a certain time of the day sometimes, especially under the clouds. But that's what they call CRP, I think, that grassland that they pay farmers to replant in native grasses.
This man has an incredible story of triumph and perseverance in his art. His prints will be for sale soon.
I don't know the immensity of it. In a painting like this, I think it's harder to, you really can't capture it like you could if you were standing there. The big empty. Yeah, because it's normally, I do have some stuff going on here in the foreground, but usually I would have more things going on, like a tree or something, points of interest, things like that, to give it some more interest. But this is just looking out at a big empty field and an empty sky, and somehow to try to make that capture the feeling that gave me. Now this grass down here, this tall green stuff, that's probably where our septic tank was.
We just got through with guitar camp. We worked on Caravan. We discovered Ellington, that caravan with him and Mingus, and was it Max Roach on drums?
Max Roach.
Yes. Woo! That was cool.
Maybe the greatest drummer. Well, one of the greatest anyway.
He seemed like the greatest in that moment on Caravan.
Yeah.
We're gonna work on our AABA form, Caravan.
Not AADA.
No, not AADA. No, I kind of discovered.
I'm already ADHD, I think.
AD. That's not a form.
That's not a form. Okay.
Well, not a musical form that I know of. It could be. That's a lot of like sections.
I'm gonna go if I'll ever even finish them. That you're videotaping right now, that's one of them. I just didn't know where to take it from there. Likewise with that one there.
I totally forgot that you're the sculptor in the midst of all this painting celebration.
Yeah.
That's so funny. Of course, I even filmed that one that's hanging up in what do you call that one that hangs in the
It has a name.
living room?
I can't remember what the name of that one is.
I like how you described it to me one day.
Well, I don't know. It's kind of that one, I guess, is kind of a thing about, in a way, it's about the sun, but it's not just about the sun. It's about I don't know.
Thank you, Joanne, for permission to describe your work for you. The way I understand it, Joanne, is that you take pieces that have been misplaced and you remember their value.
You don't see it if you don't stop and look.
And sometimes we need help. We need a friend just to say, hey, stop and look, brother. It's all happening right here.
Just point it out. Oh, there's a light.
I will play on the string, I will learn how to sing. I will find myself again, yes, I'm coming. Yes, I'm coming. Have you ever been caught by your own judging eye? Have you called yourself names in the mirror? Have you felt the self-hate as you lie in your bed? The cause of war has never been clearer. I will play on the string. I will learn how to sing. I will find myself again. Yes, I'm coming. There once was a boy named Eli, and he had a calico cat. That cat, it had 5 kittens. Now what do you think of that? Go, Anna, go. Go, Anna, go. Go, Anna. Thank you, Anthony Salas and family, for the companionship, the music, and the shelter. Thank you, Dan and Christy, for all the loving support that you've just been so wonderfully helpful. Thank you so much. Stan, thanks for picking up that stuff. Thanks for the brotherhood. I appreciate you immensely. Thank you, Ron and Joanne, for the communion, the deep communion. Thank you, Anna and Ethan, for the deep communion. Just spending time with you informs me. I see the light in you. I see the light in us. Part of our developing mission here at Labor and the Expression of Worth is to support our fellow artists, to promote one another's work, to promote with one another ways that we can monetize, ways that we can help one another in this world of form. We are here to support artists like you. I would like to document your worthy process and put a camera on your labor of worth, your labor, your expression of worth. Travelin' Guitar Camp. I'd love to sit down with you and a small group of friends or whatever and just spend a few days really working on the guitar. This is one of my passions. I love teaching. I love learning. I love playing together and promoting communal music, music with where we are listening to one another and working on skill sets, working on fundamentals together, and moving into the deeper realms of musical communication. I would love to do this guitar, mandolin, fiddle camp with you. So, love to hear from you. Thanks for all the support, all the love. Thank you all so much.
Yes. Excuse me.
Really appreciate
It's been such a little while since we pet the puppy dog. Here we go. Now let's just take a little bit of time. Yeah. Gonna let the accent be what the accent is, but it's just important that we remember our ancestors, the pythons, the Monty Pythons. It's good that we pet the puppy dog and remember consistently that we consistently have no consistent accent. Any kind of British accent that I can do is going to change erratically. There's no possible way that I can keep any semblance of sanity in the midst of this insane, absurd world.
Travelin' Trav is a singer, songwriter, poet, essayist, metaphysical therapist, teacher, healer, father, and an advocate for the homeless and neurodivergent. He is an encourager, a deeply flawed human being, and a somewhat reluctant, yet grateful, follower of the one that we have called Jesus. Trav's working practice is now an integration of his diverse career experiences, which includes time in the military, police, academia, and physical therapy. His personal journey to overcome genetically inherited trauma makes him an expert on mental health issues and trauma recovery. Humanity is making the leap into the non-dual. We are moving beyond the binary into a more fluid state. This is evident in our most recent explorations of gender identification. In the depths of Christ, there is no male or female. Travel and Trav is developing educational materials which encourage the alignment of our rational and mystical senses. These educational tools will help us to manage this species-wide transition in our consciousness. Together, we are developing a new language to describe this caramelized, dystopian world in which we live. Because we are stumbling toward our next evolutionary threshold, we must learn to both sing the blues and transcend the oppression that inspired the blues in the first place. We rise above our tendency to manifest as either the oppressed or the oppressors. Labor and the Expression of Worth is Trav's compassionate philosophical container which creates the necessary inner space to hold multiple perspectives simultaneously. Labor and the Expression of Worth is a context in which we may align our work with one another around our deepest common values. We must educate, strengthen, and encourage one another. Strengthening a tribe member deepens a tribe. Deep tribes can feed the world. It is essential that the consciousness level of our species is deepened. We need a new perspective from which to solve the diverse and many problems that humanity has created for itself. In order to raise our consciousness, we must encourage deep communication between the generations. Trav is reaching out to the generations who came before him and after him. Thank you for supporting Travel and Trav by contributing monthly through Patreon. Every little bit helps. May we discover our deepest common values together and align our efforts appropriately. The future of our species depends on it. Strengthening a tribe member deepens a tribe. Depth tribes feed the world. Sincerely, Travis Irwin.